Welcome to SATV News. This is Nuri Alamin with the headlines. Building Padma Bridge with own finance brightens country's image in the world, said Prime Minister. BNP observed 41st death anniversary of Ziaur Rahman with various programs today. Leaders and workers swear to restore democracy. Deep convection in Bay maritime ports have been asked to hoist local cautionary signal 3 to alert vessels of the possible squall. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said the decision of building the much-awaited Padma multipurpose bridge brightened the country's image in the world. The Prime Minister was addressing the Army Selection Board 2022 meeting at the Army Headquarters multi-purpose complex at Dhaka Cantonment. Country has to march ahead with self-confidence maintaining the economic condition, said the Premier. After inaugurating the Padma Bridge on the east side on June 25, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will address a mammoth rally on the other side the river, her first public appearance in the southwestern part since late 2018. The Premier is set to inaugurate the Padma Bridge in Munshiganj through a colorful ceremony at 10 a.m. on June 25. Meanwhile, Bangladesh National Party BNP has observed the 41st death anniversary of Ziaur Rahman, the founder of the party, with various programs across the country today. The party, with its front in the associate organizations, has chalked out a 10-day program to observe the death anniversary, which will continue until June 7. Discussion meetings, seminar, photo exhibitions, wearing black badges, publishing posters and supplements in the newspaper, and distributing the food and relief materials and to the poor are all part of the 10-day program. In observance of the day, the black flags are being hoisted and party flags kept at half-mast atop the officer and the party of the associate bodies, including the Noaipalton headquarters. Besides these, BNP senior leader, led by the party's Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, placed wreath at Zia's grave at the Shere Bangla Nagar in the morning. The party leaders of Dhaka South and North City until will distribute food and relief materials among the distribute of the different parts of the city. Meantime, Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said that the mental health of the BNP leaders has been questioned due to the lying. He made the remark at the briefing at his official residence in the morning. The Bridge Minister also thinks that the BNP leaders are making misleading statements from the time to time without knowing about the various projects. He said the Sheikh Hasina government took up the project keeping in the view to the public interest and the cause saving. Obaidul Qadir also said that the BNP leaders who are capable of looting and plundering don't consider the benefit of the people and they only look for the smell of money. A person died and the 5 others were injured as the brick of the under-construction metro rail project fell on the pedestrian in the capital's Mirpur area on Monday morning. The deceased was identified as the AMK Mahbub Rahman Talukdar Shohel 49. He was the shopkeeper of the jewelry shop at Mirpur 10. The incident took place around 11:30 a.m. when the bricks of the under-construction metro rail block fell. The pedestrian on the road Mirpur 11, said the Pallavi Police Sub-Inspector Pintu Kumar Chaudhary. 5 others sustained injuries in the incident. The body was sent to the Shohid Sohrawardi Medical College Hospital morgue in the post-mortem examinations. 7 passengers of a flight of the Biman Bangladesh Airlines were detained after the searching and racing Heathrow International Airport from the Sylhet Usman International Airport on May 25, officials said on Monday. The Biman's managing director and other chief executive officer Dr. Abu Saleh Mustafa Kamal told the media that it was yet to ascertain their nationality. The matter related to the scuffle went to the viral on the social media. He said that they had come to know that all started when a leg of the passenger touched another passenger who was sitting in the new row. The direct flight took off on the Sylhet Usman International Airport. The Biman CEO described the incident as embarrassing. The country maritime ports have been advised to hoist the local cautionary signal and the 3 to alert vessel as a possible squall as deep convection is taking place over the North Bay, said the Weather Department on Monday. Squally weather is likely to affect the maritime port, the North Bay, and the adjoining coastal area of Bangladesh, said the Met Office. Hence, the maritime port of the Chittagong, Cox's Bazar, Bangla, and Paira have been advised to hoist the local cautionary signal number 3. All fishing boats and trawler of the North Bay have been advised to come close to the coast and proceed with cautionary until the further hoist. It also added rain of the thunderstorm accompanied by the temporary gust of the squally wind are likely to occur the most part country, and the moderately heavy to heavy falls at the places over the country under the impact of the deep convection. Bangladesh Meteorological Department said deep convection refers to the thermally driven turbulent and the mixing of the moves air parcels from the lower to the upper atmosphere. Viewers, we're taking a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You are watching SATV News. Now news from abroad. Nepali rescuers pulled 14 bodies on Monday from the mangled wreckage of a passenger plane strewn across the mountslide that went missing in the Himalayas with 22 people on board. Air traffic control lost the contact with the Twin Otter aircraft operated by the Nepali carrier Tara Air shortly after taking off from the Pokhara in western Nepal on Sunday morning, headed for the Jamsum, a popular trekking destination. Helicopter operated by the military and the private firms scouted for the remote mountainous area all this Sunday, aided by the teams on foot. But the cold of the search when night fell as bad weather hampered the recovery operations at around 3,800 to the 4,000 meters above the sea level. After the search resumed on Monday, the army shared on social media a photo of the aircraft part and the other debris littering a sheer mountslide and the including ring with a registration number 9 NAET clearly visible for Indian were the boat as well as the 2 Germans with the remainder Nepalese. There were no word on the cause of the crash.
A plane carrying 22 people went.
Heavy rains and the landslide in the northeastern Brazil over the weekend have killed at least 79 people and injured 25 as well. Civil defense forces for the state of the Pernambuco have said the 3,900 people there have also lost their home. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro announced all the Sunday and the military would assist those impacted, adding that he will personally travel on the Sticam area on Monday to assess the situation. Officials say Brazil's northwest has suffered from the exceptionally high volume of rain, with some areas recording more rain in the 24 hours than the total expected for May. The disaster is the latest in a recent series of deadly landslides and floods triggering by the extreme weather in Brazil.
High volumes of rain with some areas.
U.S. President Joe Biden traveled on Texas this Sunday to comfort the families on the town on the Evelade following the nation's deadliest school shooting in a decade in which 19 students and the 2 teachers were killed, wiping away the tears during the visit to the makeshift shrines at the Robe Elementary School. The President and the First Lady laid down white roses and paid their respect to the victim. The visit comes as the federal official announced they would review the slow response by law enforcement. There has also been anger over the decision made by the authorities during the incident, where they allowed to shoot at the women by the classroom for nearly an hour as well.
Decision made by authorities during the incident, where they allowed
thousands of motorcyclists rolled through the streets of Washington, D.C. on Sunday to raise the awareness of the issue facing veterans in the United States. The annual 87-kilometer rolling to the Remember even hopes to shine a light for the veteran suicide prevention and increase the effort to relocate prisoners of war and the more than 82,000 service members still missing in action. Spectators reflected on the importance of the day, the problem facing America and the sacrifices of the fallen soldiers. The bikers traditionally hold the event just before the Memorial Day, a national holiday set aside to remember those who died in the line of duty.
Reflected on the importance of the day, the problems facing America and the sacrifices.
In the UK, ahead of the Queen Elizabeth II Platinum Jubilee, fans of the Queen's favourite dog gathered at the London Cafe on Sunday to celebrate the breed. Corgis attending the event were served the dog biscuit and the current friendly cappuccino pulled a Papuccino. This comes just a day ahead of the Platinum Jubilee, which takes place from the June 2nd and the June 5th on the Elizabeth 70 yard from the throne. During the time, he has owned more than 30 corgis, including 14 generations of the same dog family. Buckingham Palace has announced that the British monarch planned to attend a number of events during the 4-day celebration.
Platinum Jubilee, which takes place from June 2nd to June 5th to mark Queen Elizabeth.
Before ending, we'll go through the SATV News headlines again. Building further bridge with own finance brightens country's image in the world, said Prime Minister. BNP observed 41st death anniversary of Zia Rahman with various programs today. Leaders and workers swear to restore democracy. Deep convection in Bay, maritime ports have been asked to hoist a local cautionary signal 3 to alert vessels of possible squall. You are up to date with our top stories so far here on SATV, and to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.